Stalingrad, 1942. The Germans are on the run from the Soviets who are pushing forward to retake the city. Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to the 5 years March mod for Men of War Assault Squad 2. It looks like the Soviets have cut our communication with Front Command, and so we're going to get back there with engineers and repair that ASAP. So we're going to fall back with our troops. I want you all to go ahead and hit that like button if you want to see more Men of War Assault Squad 2 on the channel. Then that is your opportunity then, folks, to vote for what we do here. So make sure you beat those farming sim folks who are kicking your butt. And let's get back here then. Oh my god, big explosions already from artillery incoming. These boys are then going to get repairing that line right away and start on repairing the communications line ASAP. We've got machine gunners and Panzer Grenadiers around us, and we're going to hold this line against the Soviets who are attacking here at the park on the left flank, down the alleyway in the center, and over on the right side at the rail yard. Up top, folks, is Memyev Kurgan, a huge defensive line that the Germans hold against the Soviets. We've got snipers, machine gunners, and everything else up here. And for those of you who remember Red Orchestra, you may remember the map being more of a winter map, but there are two gigantic bunkers up there, one of which we're holding right now, in order to push the Soviets back. All right, so it looks like they're pushing forward. We've got to repair that communications line and hold the defensive line as long as possible. Luckily, we've got ourselves a machine gunner here, but we are limited on supplies. We better go back, and I'm going to actually see if we can grab some supplies here from one of the trucks, or possibly drive it up. Doesn't look like we can actually move it out of there. Well, let's get up here and try to recapture. So, oh my god, whoa, artillery just hitting in that trench. It's lucky that guy moved. All right, we're going to try to hold the line for as long as possible. Looks like German reinforcements are coming up. Looks like we also got a supply box here, so let's get our soldier into the trench, and we'll try to hold as long as possible against the advancing Soviet forces. Looks like we got a man down. We're playing on Heroic right now. It's the most difficult setting here in Men of War Assault Squad 2, so we'll see if we can hold these the Soviets back with the German forces here for as long as possible. If you want to download this mod, it is not yet publicly available, so you'll have to wait. So if you see anybody down in the comments saying, where's the mod, when's the mod coming out, I'm not sure, and we don't yet have links, but Marco and his mod team are fast at work at making more greatness for the 5 years March mod, which features everything from the initial invasions of Poland all the way to the battles to Berlin after the Germans got pushed back, and battles on the Western Front, such as Omaha Beach and much, much more. All right, we're going to hold here for as long as possible. The engineers are working as fast as possible, and looks like we've got a whole defensive line that we'll have to hold here eventually. We got a couple of snipers up here. Wow, the Germans are definitely getting chatty as the Soviets are making their approach. They're definitely doing psychological warfare on them. Let's see what we got on our fallen comrade here. Looks like a couple grenades and a repair kit. Oh, and our machine gunner's down. He just got popped. All right, pick up that machine gun, Los. We got to get that MG. Oh, no, it's actually behind the barrels. We'll never be able to get it. Damn, that machine gunner is extremely important. All right, let's try to hold the line as long as possible against the advancing Soviets. Looks like they're pushing up on the right side near the rail yard and pushing up near the center. It's just in a matter of time until we lose most of our troops, and this is going to get nitty-gritty and dirty and bloody as we try to hold the Soviets back. Look at that, man. You can see all the silhouettes and shadows moving back there as they come out of the fog as they're trying to retake the city desperately after being taken almost 100% by the Germans. The Soviets are on a crazy counterattack now, and they're getting hit from a machine gun nest that's seemingly up on the hill as well. Very good defensive position up here being held by German forces. Though we lost one machine gun, it looks like the Germans are going to have to hold them back with yet another and yet another. Damn, I really want to get that MG42. Looks like it's actually too far behind those barrels that drop between, and he just can't grab them. All right, our German soldiers here are going to hold the line against the advancing Soviets. Wow, we keep getting taken down one by one. Those PPSHs are just too strong. Hold them back, boys. Looks like they're about ready to come out of the building here. Hold on, let's get our soldier back into position. All right, let's get that crate down. Let's switch back to our Gewehr, and let's move back over to the building here. They may come through the door. Let's move over this way as soon as possible. Get moving, man. All right, good. We're still holding the line for as long as possible, and we still need that machine gun up, man. If we were able to get that machine gun, it'd be great. Holding them back then with MP40s and regular riflemen. Get up on that line. Come on, Tim Kessler. You got to do it. Stand up. There we go, and fight. Fight the Bolsheviks. All right, over into the trench. Here we go. We're holding the doorway and the main line at the alleyway. They're seemingly pushing through on the right side. Looks like there's a lot of them trying to come through, but they're being held by a trench position here, or rather just a defensive position here at the, I guess, the brick wall. Some of our soldiers are out of ammunition. We do have a small ammo crate here, so unfortunately I don't have command of these men. They're under a different commander. Damn, I really need that machine gun. Doesn't look like the Soviets have much else for us to use either. We could pick up a few PPSHs or such, but definitely don't want to go out there. The Soviets are pushing forward with everything they've got. It looks like seemingly a defensive position here that was taken by the Germans, retaken by the Soviets, retaken, probably captured and exchanged hands several times in the battle. Looks like the front's starting to stabilize. We've lost maybe at least 4 men here on the front. I don't think any of these guys were under my command. but the Soviets definitely are pushing hard here. Got to try to get that machine gun. Yet another man down. As we play here in Heroic, it's going to be an it-stack one and done. Whenever somebody gets hit, that's it. And that's out. All right, we're down to 4 men here holding the line. We've got to help those engineers and hold as long as possible. It's going to take some time for them to find and repair that wire, which apparently may be underground. So they're probably trying to bury it and make sure the Soviets can't repair it or destroy it without some real sacrifice. Oh, God, yet again losing another soldier. This is a very desperate defense as the the Soviets have got us down to just a few men here. Really desperate to push them back. We got to hold. Let's get all of our men repaired here. Oh, God. All right, heal up. All right, anyone else heal up? Machine gun here. We're down to 2 men. We got to hold that line, and we got to repair that wire. Speaking of line. All right, repair communication line is completed. Excellent. We did it in the nick of time. Fall back and defend the hill is our new objective. All soldiers are under my command. Excellent. All right, let's stop by these trucks quickly, and let's get some supply, and then let's get back to the line. I don't think we can actually grab one of these trucks, but we don't have time to diddle-daddle. Let's go ahead and get over here. Possibly run through the fence if we need to. Let's get all of our men as much ammunition as possible. There we go. Should be able to load up and hold the Soviets back for a little bit longer. Oh boy, they're making some big pushes through. Some of our men are not getting ammunition. Come on, get over those supplies. Very good. Oh wow, a big heavy hit there with artillery or something like that. Very nice. All right, let's try to hold the hill for as long as possible. We'll try to take some of these positions then to delay them. We have to hold the hill, but we don't want to push back too far if we don't have to. What do we have here for supply? Come on, rifle ammo or something. I need some stuff for our troops here. Another small supply crate. Actually, an AP mines. And actually, some of those engineers had AP mines too, didn't they? Let's get some of our engineers back here then. Beautiful. Oh, we do have AT mines then. AP mines. Damn, we're getting hit too quickly by the Soviets. They're pushing up too hard. It's too risky. Let's push through the gate here and get out of here. All right, we're making our way out of here. Jesus, man, what are you doing with the crate? It's not Christmas. Oh my God! Whoa! All right, the entire ammo bay going up in smoke here. Pretty much foobar to lay those soldiers down there. That's all. We would have never made it up here much anyway without ammunition. They would have not been in the fight. I don't think we actually have any ammunition on the hill at all, so they would have basically just been up here doing nothing. All right, up here we've got ourselves Nebelwerfer 42s, or 41s actually, it seems. Nebelwerfer 41s at our disposal. A lot of soldiers and defensive positions. Looks like the Germans are going to have to really hold against the Soviets here, who are putting everything they can against the German defense. All right, looks like we've been pretty much pushed back to this line. Yet we're still trying to delay them as quickly and as effectively as possible. But the Soviets are still pushing hard, man. All these Germans are very effective fighters, but not enough against the number of soldiers coming up the hill. That's going to be our last defensive line over here on the right side. Our one on the left's already fallen. This is, again, heroic, so it's really not going to be an easy job. It's just not meant to be easy. Wow, and yet another artillery strike then on top of that tram car going up in smoke. And I think we're going to finally pull back with our soldiers here as they're rearming. But not too good of use without ammunition. Pac-40 doing a great job of eliminating those soldiers down there. 152 rounds have been brought up to pin those soldiers down. Let's see if what we can do against this beautiful AT gun against those soldiers down there. Again, this is a wonderful 75 millimeter and a direct fire weapon. So let's see if we can bring some of the buildings down on top of the Soviets. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. I see some of them getting crushed off in the distance from the falling debris. And if we bring this building down around their ears, perfect. Check that out, folks. Beautiful sound effects here. Let's hit it again. Feuer! There we go. Snipers are doing a great job of holding them back. We just got to hold for as long as possible. Some of our, I think some troops made it back up here. The two on the right side did, almost completely out of ammunition, and still hitting some of these Soviets here with, basically with the debris falling from the building here. So debris and shrapnel falling from that building. The Soviets are now finally pushing through to our first defensive position. It's a shame we weren't able to set up AP mines. That'd be a good tactic for anybody looking to play this one next, is try to set AP mines down along here and small areas where the Soviets are definitely going to approach into choke points. Don't ever try to hold that first line. It's just no good against the craziness of the Soviets. All right, we're going to get these Nebelwerfers firing up here shortly. I just need to make sure they're turned and ready to rock in the right positions here. Let's make sure we're turning. And let's see, another position here. All right, perfect. Let's get these missile launchers rocking, baby. Let's rock these rockets. All right, here we go. We're going to fire on our first position. Where are they mostly located? Is there a ton of Soviets here or here? Oh, yeah, they're all over here on this side of the train. All right, let's go ahead and fire our first rocket here. Let's go ahead and go into slow motion, folks. To do that, go ahead and hit backspace on your computer. And let's go ahead and fire this first one off. And let's pause that one. I want to see a gigantic rocket strike from both batteries at the same time. The second one's going to be landing right about here on the main alleyway. Let's get this one firing. Go ahead and press pause again, back into slow motion. Both batteries firing now. Check this out, folks. The destructive power of German artillery. These are going to be loaded with napalm or other... oh, my God. Wow. They didn't even stand a chance, baby. Look at that, man. 50 men dead in one strike. Look at all the... oh, beautiful, baby. Hitting the buildings, hitting the soldiers in defensive positions. Anywhere they hide, they're going to be found by German artillery. Look at that, man. 150 men must have been killed by those battery barrages alone. Look at that, man. They're all just inside the apartment buildings here. Absolute glory of German weaponry here. Beautiful piece of technology. But the Soviets bringing up Soviet zeal in terms of a hell of a lot more soldiers armed with PPSHs, Mosin rifles, and possibly tanks soon. I hope we don't see tanks. That would be a bad thing. All right, we're holding these trenches for as long as possible. We're not going to be retreating. The Fuhrer has given the order, of course, that we will not be retreating from the city. Stubborn leader that he is, but we got our orders to hold the line. All right, let's go ahead and, let's see, set up soldiers wherever we can peek up over that trench line. It's been battered, as you can see, over the last few battles here. All right, looks like we're holding for as best we can here. All right, those artillery batteries did a fantastic job. They're being reloaded. Still 90 rounds on those batteries, so we're going to start using those a lot more often. See, the only thing I really see here, looks like there's a machine gun position here. The Germans really laid a lot of good defenses down here. Wow, incredible. Absolutely impressive here, folks. Again, if you want to see more of this, make sure you support those mod makers as well by downloading all these mods. And if you ever see any errors or anything like that, make sure you let them know that there's an issue. But I see a lot of issues right here coming down in this trench line in the form of Soviets. Looks like we got several machine guns. That F.A.Q is still under our control, but unfortunately we have a bunker in our way, so there's not much we can do about stopping that. And I'm not going to be firing that again unless we get... let's go ahead and put on our return fire. Let's try not to fire on those troops until they get a little bit closer. Otherwise, we're just firing right by, on those apartment buildings. And actually, if we do that, we might be able to bring some buildings down around their ears and eliminate hiding positions. So let's keep hitting those positions. Laden! All right, here we go. Feuer! Beautiful. Let's keep hitting those apartment buildings. Let's try to bring those buildings down. They're not getting any closer into the hill. They definitely decimated us down there. But they're starting to hit, finally, a German hardpoint. If you look on that mini-map in the upper right corner, you can see how they've advanced slightly on the right. But they're not able to continue the fight. There's a large school building here. And it looks like they're going to be... oh, look at this. Oh, day one. Day one defense is good. It's no use, comrades. Fall back. All right, they're running. Beautiful. Traitors. Oh, they're opening fire on their own men. Oh, look at this. Yes, they are. Wow. Oh, boy. Incredible. All right, that's the end of the day one defense here, where we've repaired the defensive, or rather the radio line. Wow, look at this. This building. Wow, Soviet buildings. They don't build them like they used to. This one's being held up by a gutter. Russians are preparing for another attack. All right, we've got to hold for as much as we can. Not one step backwards. Cowards and traitors will be shot. Okay. All right, defend position. The second day of our defense now. Incredible. For Mother Russia, they're making another push. Okay, man, there's got to be over 1 million men, by the way, who participated in this battle. Incredible. The Soviets now are advancing, and we're about to get our artillery ready here. Though it might be a little preemptive to fire now. You might think I'm crazy, but with the machine guns that we have, they should be able to pretty much decimate all these soldiers. For whatever reason, our MGs put on to hold fire. That's not good. I was wondering why he wasn't firing. Let's make sure that's not the case for all MGs. We got to make sure they're opening fire. That's got to be a glitch right there. Marco will make sure that doesn't happen in the future. There's no reason why the Germans wouldn't open fire on the advancing Soviets. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we fire back on them. Wow, they're getting decimated by MG-42s in the bunkers. There's just no hope for these troops pushing forward. I don't want to fire the artillery just yet until we're really in a sticky situation. So let's just kind of hold what we've got, let them come up to our defensive position. Right side's looking good. Very important to hold those artillery guns. And anybody who doesn't have ammunition would probably be best to be in support of those MG guns. The MG positions. Go, 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 Los. Excellent, he made it. Perfect. We've got 2 MG positions then on the left in hardened bunkers, and I don't think we have anything really on the right aside from those Nebelwerfer 41s, which are, what, 28, 32 centimeters. So there you go. Good pain to bring up against the enemy. We're still going to wait here. Let's go ahead and hit that, let's see if we can hit that F.A.Q, get that firing up again. I want to take out that building if possible. Soviets attacking yet again the second day of the battle now. Very interesting to see them push up here. God, I want that apartment building to be completely imploded, but I guess not. Let's see here. All right, looks like we're really hitting some heavier structures here. They're starting to come out of the school now. Soviets are in good numbers coming out of that school, and they're really trying to rush us. They've got more troops than we do guns, and sometimes probably more bullets. Looks like a lot of our troops are on hold fire. We don't want that happening anymore. Make sure all of our troops are on open fire. There we go. All right, we wanted to hold fire until they got close enough, it seems. So now they're starting to get very close to our position. So a good opportunity now to make sure everyone's on open fire. All right, come on, everyone, open fire. There we go. Let's hold them back. All right, they're getting close on that right side, making their way through the school and up to some of the small defenses down there. A few Soviets making their way. This first trench here is pretty much destroyed. And it seems to be maybe a connecting trench to the other side. Wow, an enemy soldier making his way all the way up here. Wow, got right past the machine gun. Incredible. But that he didn't get much further than that. Incredible, folks. All right, well, that's going to be it for today's episode, folks. Thank you very much for joining me, as you always do. We will be back with more Days of Defenses. Day 1 and 2 are pretty much in the bag, or maybe not. So return next time, then, for more of this fantastic mod here in Men of War Assault Squad 2. Thanks for joining me. And again, if you want to see more, folks, make sure you're hitting that like button. Let me know, and let Marco know you want to see more. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye.